Well, we are in Tech Math 3 Pre-Calculus doing section 17.1, and we have rules, with multi-syllable words attached to them. So we have a trichotomy property. And I'm sure that some Greek guy made this up. And it says that A can be less than B, or A can be equal to B, or A can be greater than B, and those are the only choices that I've got. And in general, that's true. And then we have another property, which is transitive. A transitive property, which says if for some reason A should be trichotomy, if A is less than B and B is less than C, then it follows that A has to be less than C as well. All right, well that's good. So if Jesse has less money in his savings account, then has less money in his savings account than Chris, and Chris has less money in his savings account than Megan, then that means that Jesse clearly has less money in his account than Megan does.
Oh.
So there you go. So that's a money analogy to the transitive property. All right. There we go.
Except we got to invert it, so Jesse has it.
Oh, but Jesse has too much money? Is that the problem? Okay. All right. You know, we don't want to leave everybody out all the time, right?
Right.
All right, so now we have an additive property.
Very Megan. She's rich.
And if A is less than B, then A plus C has to be less than A plus B plus T. That's another rule. So that's an additive property. And if we're going to add, we can multiply. So there's a multiply property. Oh, what fast? Going to have to go back and take a nap. Yeah, if A is less than B, and I can add C to both sides, and whatever that sign is, it doesn't change. So it could be A is greater than B, and then A plus C would also be greater than B plus C. Or I could say A is less than or equal to B, in which case A plus C would be less than or equal to B plus C. Or it could, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, well now we're multiplying.
Thank you, sir.
M-U-L-I, multiply. P-L-Y, multiply. So now I've got A is greater than B, and C is greater than 0. Okay, if that's true, then AC has to be less than BC. But if A is less than B and C is less than 0, then AC has to be greater than BC. Because see, this is a negative number. As soon as I multiply that negative number by the lesser guy, he's not going to be bigger than that negative number multiplied by the bigger guy, because now they're both negative. Okay? And if A is less than B and C is equal to 0, then AC has to be equal to BC, because 0 is equal to 0. That's not there, but that's implied being there. Now we do the awesome thing that we did in 8th grade, which is draw a number line. So in order to draw a number line, you need a number line, right? So there we go, we got a line. Excellent. And number 2 wants me to draw x is less than or equal to minus 4. So I need a minus 4. I need a circle that's filled in around minus 4. And then I need to go in the less than direction. This guy maybe?
Different color.
Oh,
Yeah, that didn't work. Not big enough. So, but if we change color, well, want to change color?
Yeah, it's just color.
Try that guy. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Is that pretty?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
nice.
I agree.
So bring plenty of crayons.
That's a good bit there.
What do we do? All right, we're gonna try number 4.
What was,
Should be awesome.
you make me miss the freaking answer.
You missed the answer already?
Yeah.
All right, so now we have x is greater than 15. So we need a 15. We need a circle around the 15, and then we need to have something going that
Put
way.
numbers in there so I know what the hell you're doing about it.
That's all there is. There ain't no more.
So 15 is positive?
Yeah, there's no negative in front of it.
Okay.
Yeah. X is greater than 15. The circle means I'm not including the number, and a filled in dilly-dob thingy means I am including the number. All right. So now we're going to try number 10. Number 10.
Spell again since included?
All right, number 10 says x is greater than or equal to 0, or x is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, so I need a 0, and I need a 5. And because they're greater than or equal to, I got to cross them. I got to make them solid. Okay, and now I'm going to go x is less than 0. And then x is greater than or equal to 5. Oh, bummer. Lost total complete control. Oh, very good.
Yes.
Yep. Now we have to go the other way. So we have number 12. And we have a circle there at 0, and then we have a thing going that way, like that. And we have to write down what it means. All right, so x is less than 0. Very good. I like that. Okay. Is that clear enough? We'll do 16 next. 16 next. We have a number line. We've got a 0. Yeah, number 16. We've got a 0. And we have a 3. And then we got something going in between it. All right. So what does that represent? That x represents that x is greater than or equal to 0. At the same time, x has to be less than or equal to 3. Okay. Number 20. Am I going slow enough?
20.
All right, so I got a minus 3, and it's solid, and I've got a 0, and it's solid. I'm going that away, and I'm going this away. All right, well, so x is less than or equal to minus 3. That's that part there. Or, that's the part that's missing, x is greater than 0. That's the part over there. All right, ready to go to 22. 5x is greater than or equal to 30. Well, isn't that special? I'm gonna multiply. Notice I don't have any rule for dividing, so I'm just going to multiply both sides by 1/5. So x is greater than or equal to 6. There's my 6. Greater than. And now I draw a curve going that way. How exciting. Yeah, let's see if 30 is any better. Yeah, we'll do 30. Number 30. Now, why do you want to graph things for like this anyway? Anybody know? It's a math class? Well, let's say I have a beer company, and I need 30 tons of hops, and to make 50 kegs of beer, and I need 15 tons of what else goes into beer? Anybody?
Rice.
Rice goes into beer to make 50 tons of beer, and I need 37 pounds of yeast to go into beer. And then I could go and I could graph those things, and I could find out what I should be ordering. It's in there, so I can. Bad example, but it was a great example. Number 30.
I feel like drinking now, though.
Yeah. So you'll have to worry about it in your operational relations class.
Would you be opposed if we bring a six-pack here?
For everyone?
Yeah.
I don't see any real problem with that, other than it depends. Are you on the football team? X plus 1 is less than 6x minus 11. The campus is liquor free, and so if you're on the football team and you had
We saw a Bud Light van pull up to the cafeteria. And I'm like,
Yeah.
12 packs and 12 packs
Oh, that's what you
of Bud Light.
Yeah, that'll teach you. All right.
I followed him, but they didn't let me in.
So I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides, just for the heck of it. 2x is less than plus 1 is less than minus 11. And then I'm going to subtract 1 from each side. 2x is less than minus 12. And then I'm going to divide both sides by 2. X is less than minus 6. And then I'm going to graph it. There's my minus 6. I'm going that way.
Because he got the X by himself.
You went too far, too fast.
I went too fast.
This is just like algebra.
Just like algebra.
Just
I mean, you do the same exact thing if there was an equal sign there.
plus over here. If you got a minus over here, it becomes negative 12. See that? Oh, yeah. So he just got the X by himself.
Minus 6.
All right, so everybody's okay now?
Yeah.
Except the front row? 38.
Front row.
No requirement that the front row have any front. 4 over 3 x minus 7 plus x less than x divided by 9. Okay, why don't we multiply everything by 9? Okay, so you'll multiply everything by 9. 12 x minus 7 plus 9x is less than x.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got 12 and 9. What's 12 and 9? 31. 21x minus 7 times 12. 84?
Yep, 84.
84 is less than x. Okay, bring the x over there. 20x is less than 84. X is less than 84 over 20. X is less than
4.
4 goes into both of them. 21 divided by 5. All right, so there we go. There's a 21 divided by 5, and it's that way. All right, well, I'm going to guess that 0 is correct. Okay,
Keep going the way up.
so I'm going to go back and I'm going to put 0 in there. So 0, 0, 0, and I'm going to end up with minus something is less than 0. 0 is correct. 0 works in the formula. Doesn't that just hose us right over?
That's minus
Now I'm going to have to redo it all over again. I'm going to multiply everything by 9. And I'm going to multiply through.
I'm good now. I think you're incorrect.
It's a positive. This is a positive. Is 21 over 5 positive? Which means 0 is over here. Of course it's supposed to work. Alright, so 0 is supposed to work. But if I had 10, would 10 work? 10 better not. Well, yeah.
Lower.
So now we're looking at over here. It's 10. 5 goes into there about 4 times. So 10 had better not work. So I come back up here. 10 minus 7 is 3. So I got 4 plus 10 is 14. Is 14 less than 10 ninths? No, it's not. So I just tested both sides of my point, and that's not. I have to test another quadruple million points in order to see if I'm right. We'll let it go at that. I guess number 40. We really ought to shift to a different chapter that have some harder problems in it, right? Minus 5 over 6. 2 minus 4x. 8 over 3. 2x minus 1. All right. Well, I'm gonna multiply everything by 6, and that gets rid of all these new denominator thingies. All right, so I got minus 5, 2 minus 4x, less than 16, 2x minus 1. Minus 10 plus 20x greater than 32x minus 16. Okay, I'm going to add 16 to both sides, 6. And then I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides, 12x. 1/2 is greater than x. Am I supposed to be graphing these things? Yeah, graph the solution. Okay. All right, so there's 1/2, and x has to be less than that. That way.
Yes. Right over here, you have that.
Okay, so we're gonna put 0 in. I put a 0 here. I put a 0 there. Is minus 10/6 greater than minus 8/3? 8/3. 10/6, 8/3. Yes, it is. All right, so 0 works. That's good. All right. Number 42. X is less than 4, and x is less than 7. X is less than 4. Okay, so here we go. There's 4. X is less than 4. Here's 7. X is less than 7. Okay, for both of them to be true, we have to just be the less than 4 guy. So x is less than 4 is my final answer. And I graphed it. Yes, I did. Alright, so we'll try 50. On a roll. 50.
I just
1
probably mimic the same thing.
minus 2x
Maybe on the test.
less than or equal to 9, or 5 minus 3x greater than or equal to 35. Alright, so we take the first guy and we say, well, subtract 1 from both sides. Minus 2x greater than or equal to 8. And then we're going to divide both sides by, we're going to multiply both sides by minus a half. And we remember that when we do that, we have to turn this inequality around. So x is less than or equal to minus 4. Okay, then we're going to go look at the other side. So I got, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. 3x greater than or equal to 30. I'm going to multiply each side by minus a third. X is less than or equal to minus 10. And so we're like this. There's minus 4. And x is going this way. Here's minus 10. And x is going that way. And from our digital circuit class, we know what OR means. So OR means that my final answer is x is less than or equal to minus 4. And my graph looks like the blue guy. Was that 50?
Yep.
All right, 52. But we have to remember that if I multiply by a negative number, I have to invert the inequality. Yeah, that was the whole point of that one. 52. 8 less than or equal to x minus 4 less than 20. All right, well, I'm going to add 4 to everything.
Is it just less than or is it less than or equal to?
I don't know.
You
What is
said
it?
less than or equal to.
What's it say in your book? Oh, you don't have your book open? I gotta. Well, I don't care. Huh? I gotta look at my book. What is written on the board is correct. 12 is less than 3x is less than 24. Then I'm going to multiply everything by 1/3. 4 is less than x is less than 8. Okay, so here's my 4. It's an open guy. Here's my 8. It's an open guy. And my x is in between. Okay, good enough? Well, I think we should do 58 and go home. What do you guys think?
Yes.
58.
Thank you.
0 less than or equal to 4 minus x less than or equal to 10. And I'll subtract 4 from everything. Minus 4 less than or equal to minus x less than or equal to 6. Then I'm going to multiply everything by minus 1. 4 greater than or equal to x greater than or equal to minus 6. Final answer, but we still need to graph it. Okay, so there's minus 6 is here, and 4 is there. Okay, so x has to be greater than minus 6, but less than 4. So we'll go and change the color here. Okay, so I am 4 is greater than or equal to the x. X is greater than or equal to minus 6. I'm all done. And that ends section 17.1. And